This is Jennifer from Ametastic Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the Deluxe Botanicals 100% Pure Beeswax. And we're going to use this today to make some sunscreen. So what you're going to need is the beeswax, some wheat germ oil, some non-nano zinc oxide powder. If you want a fragrance, some essential oils, coconut oil, and some almond oil. If you are allergic to nuts, you can leave the almond oil out. Another ingredient that I normally use is shea butter, but I do not have that, so we're not going to use that today. And then there are also, if you look up other recipes, you'll see you can add other types of things as well. You can actually make it without the beeswax and just use these ingredients, but I prefer it with the beeswax because it helps it stay on better and makes it more waterproof. It makes it waterproof, so that's why we use the beeswax. To get started, you're going to want to set up your double boiler. I've already started doing that. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your pot down here filled with water. You don't want to fill it up too much. Let me make sure it's not too hot yet. You see I have it filled about halfway up, but you don't want it to touch the bottom of the bowl. You want it to barely touch the bottom of your bowl, and then you put a bowl on top. Either use glass that's for baking or a metal bowl. But make sure to have a pot holder because this will end up getting hot and you don't want to burn yourself. So to start off, we're going to go ahead and measure out some ingredients, and we're going to add them in here one at a time and slowly mix them as they melt. So let's get started. Okay, so we have 2 cups of beeswax in here, and we're going to go ahead and slowly melt that with the double boiler. So now that we have a good melt starting on our beeswax, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of my coconut oil, but we're going to end up doing a total of 2 cups of coconut oil. So we're going to start with the 1 cup. Second cup of coconut oil. So now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of the wheat germ oil. And 1/3 cup of almond oil. beeswax is melted, we're going to get our essential oil, and we're going to probably put about 4 to 6 drops in there, depending on how strong you want your fragrance. Now we're going to add our zinc powder. When you're adding the zinc powder, you want to do it a little at a time, and you also want to make sure that you have no children around, and you also have your nose covered, because if it splashes up, you do not want to inhale the powder. Ingredients are well mixed, so we're going to go get our container that we need to put the ingredients in. Meanwhile, you can turn off your stove. I have decided to use some mason jar, well, ball jars, ball brand jars, and I got the wide mouth. That way, it'll be easy to get into to get the sunblock out when you need to use it, and you'll also get a good seal when you have it closed. On my arm, and then this little bit is actually too much. If I add a little bit of it, like that, this will cover that much. So to cover one full arm, I'm only going to need a size about that amount. And because it's a zinc sunblock, you're going to see a little bit of white. But if you don't want the white color in your sunblock, you can actually put some cocoa powder, and cocoa powder actually has SPF in it as well, and that will tint your sunblock so you don't get that white. And then I'm actually going to go get some water to show you how the water beads up off of my skin. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with some water, and you can see how it's beaded up on my skin. It kind of just rolls right off. When I go to wipe it in, you can see how it beads up again. And the sunblock isn't wiping off. Now, of course, if you're going to rub hard on your skin, of course it's going to come off and exposure to the sun. So you do want to reapply it like you would normal sunscreen. And just to give you an example, here's an arm without sunscreen, and the water doesn't bead. And same, so there is a little difference. So I hope you like the sunscreen recipe that I provided, and that you go ahead and get this beeswax so you can get started on yours too. Oh wait, oh no, not done all the way. Another good thing you can make, let's bring it up here, with the beeswax is sunblock for your lips. I would not recommend using the zinc for your lips because you don't want to, it's not meant for ingesting. So for your lips, and also the essential oils aren't for ingesting either. So you can get non-alcohol vanilla extract because it's very expensive, but that will give it vanilla flavor. You can also get other fruit extracts at the health food store that don't have alcohol in it. You want to make sure you get non-alcohol extracts if you're putting any in it for chapstick, because the alcohol will, of course, dry your lips out, and yes, it will dissolve and all, but I just prefer to use the non-alcohol because it gives you more of the extract flavor aroma. So also for the chapstick, I would definitely use the coconut oil, the beeswax, and shea butter. That will give you some SPF and help protect your lips as well as moisturize. So again, thanks for watching, you guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye.